The Steam Deck OLED is an awesome handheld, but having accessories can make it even better. Some might work for you, and others not so much, but these are all the items I tried over the past few months. So whether you're a new Steam Deck owner or an existing one, here are some accessories that are worth buying. Okay, the first item I bought was the screen protector from JSOX. You're probably going to have your Steam Deck in a case when you put it in your backpack or bag, but things can happen. Maybe something hits the screen or you drop it, so this gives you extra peace of mind. It's handled everyday stuff so far, and I don't see any scratches yet. This one's the HD clarity version, so you still get those vibrant colors and deep blacks. If you want a matte screen protector, they do sell two versions, anti-glare and Obsidian AR. No matter which one you get, you'll find two in the box, as well as a wet wipe, small cloth, dust sticker, alignment frame, and a small squeegee. Installation was pretty easy, but I rushed it and I have dust underneath. It's fine for now, but I'll replace it after this one gets damaged. If you're interested in the screen protector, I'll be sure to link this and everything else I mentioned in the description box below. Alright, Valve ships the Steam Deck with a case included, so you don't need to worry about finding one. You get a black hardshell case with some soft padding on the inside. There's even indents for the buttons and thumbsticks, so less pressure when the case is closed. And I recently learned that the 1TB model has a 2-piece case, just in case you want a thinner case. Both versions have an elastic band on the back for the power adapter and a handle on top. You also get tiny rings on the zippers if you want to add a keychain or lock. There are third-party options, but the official one does a good job. So you might be wondering why my Steam Deck looks like this. Well, I added a D-brand teardown skin, the one with the jerry-rig everything. I prefer skins over silicone covers because these don't add any bulk and they're easier to clean. The only downsides with the skin is that it's a one-time thing and installing it is very time-consuming. Once you remove it, you can't put it back. And these skins take a lot of patience and luck. Mine looks decent from a distance, but up close, you can see bubbles, stretch marks, and corners that aren't perfect. I might take it off one day because I do like that original matte black look. Thumbstick caps are a small accessory, but they make a big difference when gaming. The stock thumbsticks have a glossy center that pick up fingerprints and oils, but D-brand stick grips add some height and even more grip. A nice little add-on if you want better movement and precise control. If you can only get one thing from this video, I highly recommend extra storage. There's either a micro SD card or M.2 SSD, or both if you want. I have the 512GB model and I filled it up pretty fast. So popping in a micro SD card was the easiest way to fix that. I got the 1TB Samsung Evo Select with transfer speeds up to 160 MB per second. Speeds aren't the best, but I mainly use it to store ROMs for emulation and smaller third-party games. There's a speed difference between this and the internal SSD, but for emulation and indie games, it's perfectly fine. For better performance, there's an M.2 SSD. Luckily, I ordered the 2TB Corsair MP600 before prices went up. This method requires some tech surgery, but is not too complicated. You basically unscrew 8 screws on the back, pry off the back cover, disconnect the battery, remove the black plate, swap the SSDs, and do the same steps in reverse. As an added bonus, if you have an enclosure that supports 2230 SSDs, it can act as portable storage. I normally use this to record ProRes video on the iPhone, but it works great for copying files from a computer to a Steam Deck. So with the internal SSD and micro SD, my Steam Deck now has 3TB of storage for any games I want to download. These next items work great together if you want a more traditional gaming experience. I picked up this Ugreen 6-in-1 dock, and it gives me some idea for the upcoming Steam machine. This is compatible with other PC handhelds, not just the Steam Deck. The dock has a compact aluminum design, and the stand is adjustable for that perfect angle. On the back, you get 2 USB-C ports, one for charging and the other as a host, Gigabit Ethernet, HDMI 2.1, and 2 USB-A. Now you can dock your Steam Deck and play it on a monitor or TV. If you're always on the go and want a bigger screen, a portable monitor is nice to have. I got this 19-inch 4K QLED 144Hz monitor by UPerfect. It's designed for creative work like video editing, but the vibrant colors and high refresh rate make it great for gaming as well. And what's cool is that you don't need a dock. It's only one USB-C cable and you just plug and play. The Steam Deck won't perform well if you're playing those AAA games while outputting in 4K, but a lower resolution will be fine as well as indie games and emulation. I actually use desktop mode with the monitor and it turns the Steam Deck into a mini PC. The back has a built-in kickstand for just about any angle, and you'll find additional ports on the left side and buttons on the right. You also get a headphone jack, but the monitor does have built-in speakers. Here's a sound test.
Minkar, the city of Mako, ruled by the Shinra Electric Power Company, who drained the planet of its very essence, the life.
If you're using the Steam Deck at a desk or TV, you'll probably want some peripherals. I'm not saying go out and buy brand new ones, just use the ones you already have. I have an old MX Mechanical Mini and MX Master 3S, and they work perfectly via Bluetooth or USB. It's like having a Linux PC. There's also a DualSense controller, which now supports multi-device pairing. So this 30th anniversary edition is paired to the PS5 Pro, original PS5, and Steam Deck. For audio, you can use any pair of headphones wired or wirelessly, but keep in mind there's some latency when using Bluetooth. The Steam Deck will last about 2 to 3 hours when playing modern games, so a power bank can give you extra juice on the go. I have two here, the Anker 737 and Charge Ice Mag 3. This one has a 20,000 mAh battery and the other has 10,000. The bigger the better, but it depends on if you want more battery or something portable. And if you're gaming near an outlet, don't forget that a 45-watt power adapter was included in the box. Finally, I want to go over some little things. A flash drive is quite useful. When I first got the Steam Deck, this was the easiest way to transfer files. I was able to save ROMs and mods from a computer and copy everything over in desktop mode. You can even use it with videos, music, and pictures. With any touchscreen device, you'll get fingerprints and smudges, so a microfiber cloth keeps it clean. I use one from MKBHD and it stays in my backpack at all times. This one's niche, but if you have a NAS, you can connect the Steam Deck to it and access all your media files. I have one from Ugreen with over 24 terabytes. Now I can stream my anime right on here. That's everything I tried on my Steam Deck. Again, storage is the most important item if you plan on downloading a lot of games. Let me know what's your favorite accessory in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!